Imagine this. You are sitting at the kitchen table, reaching for a handful of nuts because everyone says, nuts are heart healthy. You smile, thinking you are making a smart choice for your age. But what if I told you that some of the very nuts you are trusting could actually speed up aging, damage your joints, and even quietly raise your risk of heart problems? Yes, you heard that right. While nuts have been praised for decades as a super snack, the truth is more complicated, especially if you are over 65. Not all nuts are created equal. Some can act like powerful medicine for your brain, heart, and bones, while others, when eaten regularly, can behave more like slow poison. It is a shocking truth most people do not talk about, because the word nut automatically makes us think of something natural, wholesome, and safe. But salt, sugar, hidden oils, and even certain natural compounds inside these nuts can create dangerous effects in aging bodies. Today, we are going to separate fact from fiction. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which 4 nuts you must eat every week to stay sharp, energized, and strong, and which 4 nuts you should never touch again if you want to avoid silent damage to your health. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you snack and potentially add healthier years to your life. Let us face it, aging is not easy. After 65, every choice we make carries more weight. The foods we eat, the sleep we get, even the way we move throughout the day, all determine how gracefully and comfortably we age. But here is something many people do not realize. Nutrition plays a far bigger role than we think. And nuts, those tiny little bites we casually toss into our mouths, can either be our greatest ally or our worst hidden enemy. For decades, doctors and magazines have praised nuts as a miracle snack. They are packed with protein, healthy fats, and minerals. They are marketed as nature's perfect food. But here's the problem: companies and even well-meaning health experts rarely separate the good nuts from the bad nuts. And if you are over 65, that distinction is not just important, it is essential. Why? Because as we age, our bodies become less forgiving. Our blood pressure creeps higher. Our bones and joints ache more easily. Digestion slows down. Memory becomes more fragile. Something as small as a few salted peanuts a day can quietly push your blood pressure into the danger zone. A handful of candied pecans can spike blood sugar levels in ways that worsen diabetes or increase fatigue. Even so-called healthy nuts like cashews and macadamias can cause problems when they are processed, roasted, or eaten without balance. The truth is, nuts are a double-edged sword. On one side, they can deliver omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and plant-based protein that keep you active and sharp. On the other, they can pile on salt, sugar, oils, or even naturally high levels of toxins and oxalates that stress your kidneys, raise cholesterol, or weaken your bones. But here is the good news: when you know which nuts to avoid and which to prioritize, you can turn a simple daily snack into a long-term shield for your body and mind. The right nuts can strengthen your bones, protect your heart, improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and even sharpen your memory. Think of it this way: every handful of nuts is like a small medicine capsule. Take the right one, and your body thanks you. Take the wrong one, and over time, the damage silently builds. That is why in this video, we are going to carefully walk through the 4 most dangerous nuts for people over 65, and why you should never touch them. The 4 smartest, healthiest nuts you should make a daily habit, and most importantly, how these swaps can extend your energy, independence, and peace of mind as you continue to age. So, grab a notebook if you want to take notes, because once you hear the science and the surprising facts behind these nuts, you will never look at your snack bowl the same way again. Before we dive into the specific nuts you should avoid, let me quickly remind you, if you are finding this information useful, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It may seem like a small action, but it helps us continue to share life-changing health tips with more people who truly need them. And if you know someone in your family or circle of friends who is over 65, share this video with them. They may thank you later. Now, let us talk about the first nut that can quietly cause more harm than good. 1. Salted peanuts. Peanuts are perhaps the most common nut people snack on. They are cheap, tasty, and everywhere from baseball games to party bowls to those little airline packs. Many seniors believe peanuts are a safe choice because they are plant-based and high in protein. But here is the problem. Salted peanuts are a hidden health hazard, especially for people over 65. The first danger is sodium. Salted peanuts are packed with it. Just one small handful can deliver over 200 milligrams of sodium, and most people never stop at one handful. For an aging body, that salt translates directly into higher blood pressure, swollen ankles, and increased strain on the heart. Remember, high blood pressure is already one of the most common health issues in seniors. Adding salted peanuts on top of that is like pouring gasoline on a fire. The second issue is inflammation. While raw peanuts in moderation may have some benefits, the roasted and salted versions often contain unhealthy oils. These oils can increase inflammation, making arthritis pain worse and joints stiffer. If you have noticed that your fingers or knees ache more after snacking, salted peanuts could be one of the reasons. The third problem is digestion. Peanuts can be hard on the stomach, and for seniors with sensitive digestive systems, they may trigger bloating, gas, or discomfort. Combine that with the salt, and you get water retention that leaves you feeling sluggish and heavy. It is also worth noting that peanuts are one of the most common foods contaminated with aflatoxins, a type of toxin produced by mold. While modern processing reduces the risk, older adults with weaker immune systems are more vulnerable. Over time, aflatoxins may contribute to liver damage and increase cancer risks. So, while peanuts look innocent, salted peanuts in particular are a dangerous trap. They deliver a temporary crunch and flavor, but silently stress your heart, joints, and digestion. If you want to keep peanuts in your diet at all, the only safe way is unsalted, dry roasted in moderation. Otherwise, it is smarter to avoid them altogether. Number 2. Candied pecans. Now let us talk about a nut that seems more like a dessert than a health food. Candied pecans. On the surface, pecans look healthy. They are packed with antioxidants, fiber, and healthy fats. But when you coat them with sugar, honey, or syrup to create those irresistible candied pecans, everything flips upside down. The first danger here is sugar overload. A single ounce of candied pecans can contain more than 12 grams of sugar. For someone over 65, that sugar spike is like a roller coaster for your body. It drives blood sugar sky high, then crashes it down, leaving you tired, foggy, and craving more. For seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, candied pecans are especially harmful. They can worsen insulin resistance and increase long-term complications. Second danger is weight gain. Pecans are already calorie-dense, and when you add sugar and sometimes even butter or corn syrup, you double the calorie load. Just a small serving can add 250 calories or more. Over time, these extra calories settle around the waistline, contributing to belly fat. For older adults, belly fat is not just a cosmetic concern. It is linked directly to heart disease, dementia, and even certain cancers. The third issue is inflammation. High sugar diets are one of the leading causes of inflammation in the body. This is bad news for seniors already dealing with arthritis, aching muscles, or chronic pain. Eating candied pecans regularly is like feeding inflammation with fuel every day. And let us not forget the hidden additives. Many store-bought candied pecans contain preservatives, artificial flavorings, and even trans fats, which clog arteries and worsen cholesterol. These chemicals are particularly dangerous for aging bodies, which process toxins less efficiently than younger ones. Candied Pecans may look beautiful on a holiday table and taste delicious in a salad, but for seniors they are more dessert than health food. The sugar spike, calorie density, and inflammatory effects make them one of the worst nuts to eat if you are aiming for longevity and vitality. If you love pecans, there's a healthier way: stick to raw, unsalted ones in small amounts. But the candied versions? They are best left as an occasional treat, not a regular snack. 3. Roasted cashews. Cashews are often seen as a gourmet nut, creamy, smooth, and slightly sweet. They are popular in mixed nut jars, stir-fry dishes, and even vegan recipes like cashew cream. Many seniors believe cashews are a healthier choice than peanuts. But here is the truth. Roasted cashews can be risky for older adults. First, let's talk about oxalates. Cashews are naturally high in oxalates, compounds that can increase the risk of kidney stones. For seniors, especially those with kidney problems or a history of stones, eating cashews regularly can quietly create painful complications. Kidneys already become less efficient with age, and adding more oxalates to the system is like overloading a weak filter. Second, most cashews on the shelves are roasted and salted. The roasting process often involves unhealthy oils, which increase calories and promote inflammation. When combined with salt, roasted cashews contribute to high blood pressure, swelling, and heart strain. What looks like a handful of harmless snack nuts can actually be a silent blood pressure booster. Third, cashews are calorie dense. Just 18 cashew nuts add up to about 160 calories. It is very easy to eat twice or 3 times that amount in one sitting. For seniors who are less active, this can mean steady weight gain, especially around the midsection. That extra weight increases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and mobility problems. Finally, roasted cashews often have added coatings, honey roasted, flavored with spices, or even coated in cheese powder. These variations usually include sugar, artificial flavorings, and more salt. What started as a natural nut quickly turns into a processed junk food, disguised as healthy. Cashews may taste luxurious, but roasted cashews in particular are best avoided for seniors over 65. If you love cashews, stick to small amounts of raw, unsalted cashews on rare occasions. But making roasted cashews a daily snack is a silent health trap. 4. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are often marketed as an indulgent, luxury nut. Their rich, buttery flavor makes them popular in cookies, nut mixes, and chocolate bars. They are loaded with fat, yes, even more fat than most other nuts. While some fats are good for the body, macadamias come with serious downsides for seniors. The biggest concern is calorie density. A single ounce of macadamia nuts contains about 200 calories and 21 grams of fat. For older adults who may not burn calories as efficiently, these numbers add up quickly. Regular snacking can lead to weight gain, especially belly fat, which is a known trigger for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and memory problems. Second, macadamias are very low in protein compared to other nuts. Unlike almonds or pistachios, which provide a good balance of protein and fiber, macadamias are mostly fat. That means you are not getting the satiety or muscle support you need as you age. Seniors especially need protein to maintain muscle mass and prevent frailty, but macadamias simply do not deliver enough of it. Third, macadamias are often roasted with added oils and salt, making their fat content even higher and potentially harmful. The added sodium contributes to hypertension, while the oils raise inflammation. This is the opposite of what aging bodies need. Another concern is blood sugar management. While macadamias are low in carbs, the excess fat and calorie intake can indirectly worsen insulin sensitivity when combined with a typical diet. This is especially risky for seniors with prediabetes or diabetes. In short, macadamia nuts are marketed as a luxury treat, but for seniors they are more of a trap. Their fat-heavy, calorie-loaded profile makes them a poor choice for regular snacking. If you enjoy them, Think of them as a rare treat, maybe sprinkled lightly on a salad once in a while. Not a daily habit. 5. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are unique. They are large, crunchy, and rich in selenium, a powerful mineral that supports thyroid function and immune health. On the surface, this sounds fantastic for seniors. But here is where the danger lies. Brazil nuts have extremely high levels of selenium, and too much selenium can actually become toxic. Just one Brazil nut contains about 68 to 90 micrograms of selenium. The recommended daily allowance for adults is around 55 micrograms. That means eating just 2 or 3 Brazil nuts can put you over the daily limit, and eating them regularly can lead to selenium toxicity. Symptoms of too much selenium include hair loss, brittle nails, digestive upset, skin rashes, and in severe cases, neurological problems. Seniors whose bodies process minerals more slowly are at even greater risk of building up excess selenium over time. The second issue is calorie density. Like macadamias, Brazil nuts are very high in calories and fat. Just 6 Brazil nuts contain about 200 calories. For older adults with slower metabolisms, this adds up fast and contributes to unwanted weight gain. The third concern is heart strain. While selenium in small doses supports heart health, overdosing on Brazil nuts may increase oxidative stress and disrupt cholesterol balance. That means what was supposed to be protective can flip and become harmful. Many seniors eat Brazil nuts because they read about their thyroid benefits. But without realizing it, they can cross from helpful dose to toxic dose in just a few bites. If you enjoy Brazil nuts, the safest way is to limit yourself to just 1 nut per day, maximum. More than that on a regular basis is risky and unnecessary. For most seniors, it is wiser to avoid Brazil nuts altogether and stick to safer, more balanced options. 6. Pine nuts. Pine nuts are small, delicate, and often used in pesto sauces, salads, or sprinkled over pasta. They carry a reputation for being elegant and healthy. But for seniors, pine nuts come with a hidden danger, a strange condition known as pine mouth. Pine mouth is a bitter, metallic taste that appears 1 or 2 days after eating pine nuts. For some people, the unpleasant taste lasts for weeks, making everything, even water, taste metallic. While pine mouth is not deadly, it can seriously disrupt appetite and enjoyment of food, which is already a concern for many seniors struggling with reduced taste sensitivity. The second concern is digestive issues. Pine nuts are rich in oils that can be hard to digest, leading to stomach upset, diarrhea, or bloating in sensitive individuals. As we age, digestion naturally slows, making these side effects more likely. 3. Pine nuts are calorie dense. A tiny handful contains over 190 calories and almost 19 grams of fat. For older adults who may not burn those calories quickly, this can contribute to weight gain. Unlike almonds or pistachios, pine nuts do not provide enough protein or fiber to balance their fat-heavy profile. Another issue is cost and freshness. Pine nuts are expensive, and many store-bought batches sit on shelves too long. Because of their delicate oils, they go rancid quickly, and rancid nuts can produce harmful compounds that stress the liver and increase inflammation. Seniors with weaker immune systems and slower metabolisms are particularly vulnerable to this. So while pine nuts may seem elegant, they are a risky choice for older adults. Between the possibility of pine mouth, digestive stress, and high calorie density, pine nuts are best avoided or kept for rare gourmet occasions. 7. Mixed party nuts. Finally, let's talk about mixed party nuts, those colorful jars and bags you see in every grocery store. They are marketed as the ultimate snack, a fun variety of cashews, peanuts, almonds, pecans, and sometimes even candy-coated surprises. But here's the catch: most party nut mixes are processed junk food in disguise. First issue is added oils and preservatives. To make the nuts taste uniform and last longer on the shelf, companies coat them in cheap vegetable oils, artificial flavorings, and chemical preservatives. For seniors, these additives increase inflammation, strain the liver, and may even disrupt hormones. The second issue is hidden sodium and sugar. Many mixes contain honey-roasted peanuts, chocolate-coated almonds, or sweetened dried fruit. That means every handful is a sugar and salt bomb. Blood pressure spikes, blood sugar crashes, and joint inflammation are almost guaranteed with regular snacking. The third issue is low-quality nuts. Most party mixes use the cheapest versions available. Instead of nutrient-rich raw almonds or fresh walnuts, you get over-roasted, oil-soaked pieces with much of their nutrition destroyed in the process. Finally, the portion problem. Because every handful has a mix of flavors, salty, sweet, crunchy, it is almost impossible to stop eating. Seniors who are less active can quickly rack up 400 to 600 calories in just a few minutes. That kind of overeating, especially late at night, can directly lead to weight gain, poor sleep, and worsened heart health. Mixed party nuts are one of the most deceptive snacks in the aisle. They look harmless and fun, but for seniors, they are a minefield of salt, sugar, oils, and empty calories. If you love nuts, skip the party mix and go for a small serving of raw, unsalted single nuts instead. Smart Alternatives 1. Almonds are one of the smartest choices for seniors. They are loaded with vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects cells from aging damage. This makes almonds powerful for memory and skin health. They are also high in calcium and magnesium, which strengthen bones and prevent osteoporosis. A major concern after 6-5. Almonds are naturally low in sugar and provide healthy fats plus protein, making them satisfying without spiking blood sugar. For seniors with diabetes or weight concerns, almonds are a fantastic option. The key is portion control. About 23 almonds per day. A small handful is the ideal amount. Choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted almonds to avoid unnecessary sodium or oils. They can be enjoyed as a snack added to oatmeal or blended into almond butter. 2. Walnuts are often called food for the brain, and for good reason. They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation, protect the heart, and support brain function. For seniors, walnuts may help lower the risk of dementia, keep memory sharper, and improve mood. They also support heart health by lowering LDL cholesterol and improving circulation. Walnuts are high in antioxidants, which protect against age-related diseases. A small handful of walnuts, about 7 halves, per day is enough to deliver benefits. Raw walnuts are best, but they can also be chopped into salads or added to yogurt. Avoid candied or heavily roasted versions, as they lose nutrients and add sugar. 3. Hazelnuts are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and antioxidants that protect blood vessels and improve circulation. This is especially important for seniors concerned with heart disease or poor blood flow to the brain and extremities. They also support joint health by reducing inflammation, making them helpful for those dealing with arthritis pain. The high fiber content aids digestion and helps regulate cholesterol levels. Enjoy a handful of raw or dry roasted hazelnuts daily. They can be crushed and added to oatmeal, smoothies, or even used in baking. Avoid chocolate-covered hazelnut products, which cancel out the health benefits. 4. Pistachios are small but mighty. They are high in protein and fiber, making them one of the best nuts for weight management. For seniors, this means you stay full longer, reducing the temptation to snack on sugary foods. They are also excellent for blood sugar balance, as they lower glucose levels after meals. Pistachios contain lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect eye health, a major concern after 65. Pistachios are best eaten unsalted, in shell. The shelling process slows you down, preventing overeating. A serving of about 49 pistachios per day is perfect. Add them to salads or eat them as a colorful, crunchy snack. Aging is not about giving up, it is about getting smarter. Every food choice we make after 65 shapes the way we feel, move, and think. Nuts may seem small, but as you have seen today, they carry enormous power. The wrong nuts, salted, candied, roasted, or toxic in excess, can silently age your body from the inside out. But the right nuts, almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, and pistachios can sharpen your mind, strengthen your heart, and keep your bones sturdy. It is not about avoiding all nuts. It is about choosing wisely. By swapping out harmful nuts for nourishing ones, you are making an investment in your independence, your energy, and your joy. Remember, you deserve to feel strong and vibrant at any age. The choices you make today can ensure that the years ahead are not just longer, but brighter and healthier. So, the next time you stand in front of a snack aisle, remember this knowledge. Choose the nuts that serve you, not the ones that steal from you. Because your health is worth protecting one handful at a time. Thank you for staying with me through this important journey. Now it is your turn to take action. Starting today, swap out just one harmful nut for one of the 4 smart alternatives. Small changes create lasting results. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button. It truly supports our channel and helps us reach more people like you. And if you know a friend or loved one who could benefit from this, share it with them. Together, we can help more seniors live healthier, stronger, and happier lives. Your best years are still ahead. Make every bite count.